right, welcome back everybody. Gaming Grandpa here with episode 2 of my Lost in the MLS series. This is going to be kind of a parched video. Whenever I'm playing and I run across something that I think is important for you to learn how to do, I'm going to make a little snippet of it. Sometimes that snippet turns into a 10-minute video, and then I'm still going to have a video after that one. So this is just kind of like the introduction to episode 2. I'm calling it Roster Ready. It's going to be a 2-part episode. I can tell you that now because it's going to be so long. But the videos that I've already parched together are going to cover incoming trades. It's going to cover mutual termination for staff members and why to do that and when to do that. It's going to cover having the board interact with trying to sign a player, just a bunch of little things like that using intermediaries. So after that, I'm going to jump straight into the regular video, and I'm going to cover transfers in, transfers out, trades, both away and in. I'm going to cover releasing players, why to do it, different things like that. So anyhow, just stick around. There's plenty coming up. Now, I wanted to show you the intermediary routine this year. Tom Barlow. Okay, there's a couple ways you could get to it. You could go here and hire an intermediary to sell player. Now, I'm going to tell you right now because I had to reload this because I'm still learning on how to do this. If you click on it and then you cancel, you're not going to be able to click on it again. You're going to have to go to offer via transfer room, which my whole complaint about the transfer room is I can't see it from here. It's just really, really weird. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and you could go this way and hire one here. You know, I like to click on stuff like this first, and the agent sometimes can come help you. Now, as you can see, he's like, I think that I can get Phoenix to get an offer, which is fine because they're probably only get, that's the going rate for this kid. So, you know, I don't have to pay any fees this way. If I went to the intermediary, I'd have to pay a little bit of a percentage fee, and I'm trying to get every bit that I can. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's let Phoenix do that. So he's going to come back with Phoenix here pretty soon with an offer for them, so, or from them. So that's kind of cool. Okay, that was him. Now, Hassan. All right, we're going to use an intermediary because when I went to agent, the agent would not do anything. Now you have to make a decision. All right, honestly, I don't think it matters because they're both going to come back with offers. All right, but I think I'm going to go with this one here just because it has a higher possibility. So we're going to do that. And what's 9%? I mean, come on, man. I've been trying to, you know, the important thing is to get his wage. He's only $85,000, but still it adds up. That's a youngster I could sign. All right, same thing with this dude. He's a youngster, but I just decided I didn't want him. I mean, I have, number one, I have tons and tons of midfielders already, and I don't have the room for it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to transfer status. I'm going to see if the agent can come up with something. Okay, he doesn't feel he can get interest, so we're going to try to hire an intermediary. Really? I don't understand why it's sending me back through this. Alright, so it just depends on how much do I want to get, how bad do I want to get rid of this kid. So you know what? We're going to go right here and hit confirm. Okay, so that's cool. But anyway, since we're on the subject, green cards, this is going to be another issue I was going to talk about next episode. So green cards, that's awesome. Scottish attacking midfielder Lewis Morgan has acquired a green card. He's no longer an international player. That is awesome. So you go here, information. All right, American green card. Staff. I wanted to kind of show you this. Okay, I had 3 fitness coaches, and you know, while 14 fitness isn't bad, I have people that have 18, 19, 20 fitness is what I've hired. So what you could do is, especially since their contract's running out to end this year, you just go up here and you can go mutual termination. If I terminate it, it's going to cost more money than if you mutually terminate it. Now, later down the line, next year, I'm not going to be able to mutually terminate them. I'm going to have to pay a fee to get rid of them, you know. And so that's why at the beginning of a save, mutual termination is the way to go. Sometimes with players, that have guaranteed contracts, you can actually do mutual termination at the beginning of your career to try to get them, to get rid of them that way. It works sometimes and it doesn't. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna have a lot more where this is coming from, so I'll talk to y'all soon. Alrighty, guys, I just wanted to kind of show you every now and then you'll get this option when you have a player. Now, I asked his agent and he told me it'd be no more than 300,000, but then I had this pop up. So that tells me that they're going to want a lot more for that. Now, this kid is wanted by Arsenal, Man United, Man City. He's wanted by a lot of people. Normally, I would scout the heck out of him, but he popped up and he doesn't really, he's popped up on my recruiting assignments. So I want to go ahead and just get him signed, but I want to interact with the board and see if they'll go ahead and sign him. Now, when the board takes over, or not the board, but you'll see. I'll explain it. Okay. Basically, I would like to sign this kid as a designated player is what it's saying. I would like to get the league to contribute for the transfer fee if possible. All right. They'll either agree with you or disagree. If you disagree, this is one of them times where you cannot argue with them. You just have to say, okay. But in this case, it says, we concur with you that Franco Gonzalez will be a great signing as a DP. We are pleased to tell you that the league has agreed to give a contribution to help complete the signing, and they're going to attempt to agree a fee with the selling club. All right, so pretty much now the board's taken over and the league's going to pay for some of it, which that's the good thing about the MLS is that if you have some really good up and coming young stars or some older stars, Messi being a prime example, the league wants these kids and wants these players in the MLS because it makes us look better. It grows a reputation. So they're going to help when they can. So that's really cool. Okay, there we go. The board have agreed with the league to allow Franco to be signed as a DP and will work to complete the deal. So this is out of my hands now. Unfortunately, that's the only drawback. I can't, they might offer him a contract that I could have got him to sign a little cheaper. They might have offered him a contract that has like all kinds of extra clauses and different things, and I could probably have put him on an under 22 contract, but unfortunately I don't have that. It's out of my control now. So I have a feeling that that team was going to want a heck of a lot more than what that agent was saying, especially with all the interest surrounding this kid. And I will show you what I'm talking about here. All right, right here. All right, Arsenal, Man United, Milan, Roma, Inter, Juventus, Lazio. I mean, there's a lot of teams that are in for this kid. So that tells you right there that he's going to be something special. So even if we can get him for a couple years, he's most likely going to want a release clause, which is what a lot of these young players, and that's what I'm finding out, is that a lot of the young players don't mind coming here to play, but they don't want to be here that long. They just kind of want to use it as a stepping stone because, especially with the interest with, the MLS now, thanks to Messi coming, it's getting a little bit more popular. So yeah, a lot of people are tuning into it. So it gives them a chance to, maybe get a bigger contract than they would have had from Uruguay, for example. So anyhow, I just wanted to kind of show you that. I am working on, trying to get my team set, and I'm going to have another episode coming up here pretty soon about that, and this is going to be part of it. So anyway, thanks, and now back to the main episode. All right, guys, just a quick follow-up episode when I told you about interacting with the board to sign players. This is the contract that they came back from. The fee was what they agreed on a fee, $275,000, which is kind of weird because when I submitted $275,000, they wanted a lot more. So it's kind of a good thing. Now, yeah, as you can see, they went through, they gave them a salary raise, which I tend not to do that. I actually try to take away all this stuff here too, the assist bonuses, the appearance fees. I don't like paying players for that. I'd rather pay them a little bit more in salary to get away from that. But the good thing is there's no sell-on fee to the player. If he gets assist bonuses and whatnot, he gets extra money, which I don't care about that. There is an extension by the club. When you have your general manager try to do a contract like this, they almost always give you a 1-year extension by the club. So that is tremendously helpful, especially if, the player wants to leave or whatever, and boom, you can click that and he's kind of stuck now. He does have a release clause, so that's not bad though. I mean, because if we pay $275,000 for him and get $7 million, I'll take that any day of the week. Okay. The only drawback is that Inter made an offer to him too. So we'll see what happens. But that's the thing. I mean, I have a better chance of signing him with my board interacting with him than I do in the league, actually. So I just wanted to kind of follow up on that one, and whether or not we sign him or not, I will have one more video showing you that one too. And once again, this is going to get tied into the next episode of my Lost in the MLS series. So, stick around. There's more to come. Alrighty, guys. I want to show you what happens now when you have an incoming trade in the MLS. Houston wants to trade for my MLS rights on Kyle Duncan. Now, I have no idea who the heck Kyle Duncan is. Let's go back and take a look real quick right here. Obviously, he come from our academy. Where's it at? Yeah, Red Bulls Academy in 2014. So he doesn't really look like that good of a player, but you know what? Hey, who am I to argue? Houston wants... All right. As I explained in the tutorial series last year, and as I'm updating it this year, whenever a player leaves the MLS, leaves the United States, all right, the team that he left still owns the MLS rights to this player. All right. It's really kind of confusing with the MLS rights, but I still owe the rights to this guy. So Houston wants to sign him, but in order to do that, they have to negotiate the rights with me. Now I get outright rejected, but I don't want to sign this guy anyway, so it doesn't matter to me, so I might as well get something from it. Now I can tell you right now, when you get an incoming trade, very rarely are you able to add different things or, add like different assets here, all right, especially for rights. This is pretty much what they're going to do. Like if I added 50,000 allocation money, I guarantee they're going to walk away and say it doesn't matter because they don't want to spend that much money to buy the rights on him. So I'm just going to take the second round pick in 2024 draft and hit accept, and we'll call it a day. That takes care of that. Now that's my second trade that I have actually, yep, right here. That's my second trade that I've completed. There was a kid on our team that I wanted to get rid of anyway. He was never going to play for my team. And I think it's funny that his scout report's already gone. He's only been gone for, I don't know, a couple weeks. But he was never going to be above a 3-star potential ability anyway, and then he's 22 already. I'm just like, you know what, man, he wasn't even going to play for me. So I went ahead and I was going to transfer list him, and about that time I got a trade offer, and it's a pretty good little trade offer, honestly. I mean, they offered a first round pick and a third round pick. Now it's not until next year, and then I did have to pay $65,000, but you know what, that's okay because I just got a little bit from different transfers, and I'll talk about that later in a bit anyway. But I just want to show you that when you get an incoming trade offer, I'd say probably 7 out of 10 times you're not going to really be able to negotiate it because it's incoming. I will show you tricks later on how to get the most out of a trade that you initiate, but I'll talk about that when the availability comes open. All right, but anyway, I just wanted to show you real quick on that trade. Now if you hit continue, it's going to pop up and it comes to this right here, and it's saying that the trade's ready to go through, and you just have to hit accept. And then when you do that, then I have another draft pick for 2024. I do believe it's a second rounder. And honestly, the first couple years on a team, a non-expansion team, the draft is pretty important. I will tell you that. For an expansion team, heck, I was getting 8-9 picks a year because I had so many people to trade away. It was unbelievable. My goodness, there must be a lot going on. I do have a few transfers, hopefully, that are going to go through. It's just going to be a mess. So, yep, son of a buck, man. It just ticked me off. All right, anyway, it went through. Gonzalez went to enter. Are you effing kidding me, man? No, I really wanted this kid. Look at that. 500,000, and now he's going to be an enter. He's going to be worth a lot of money. So, you know what? There's not much I can do when the big teams come crawling like that. I mean, there's not much I can do. But anyway, I wanted to show you the trade. All right, so I got another draft pick. So you go to transfers, you go to draft allocations, and now I have 2 second-round picks for the MLS. And then I have another first-round pick and a third-round pick for next year. So we'll get into that more later. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of show you what happens when you get an incoming trade and what you can do. And that's pretty much it. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this and back to the episode. Well, guys, it appears I've hit a game-ending bug, at least for now. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how long I'm going to continue. I just don't know. Right now, I'm kind of lost. Gaming Grandpa, and I know I'm talking in third person, is very, very aggravated and upset right now. I'm going to explain, and I'm going to continue on here, hopefully, to show you some things, and we'll talk about it here in just a bit. All right, everybody. I want to talk about this bug because I'm still really kind of upset. Like I said, this is the SI community, and you can get here by clicking on Report Bug. Okay, when you do that, it pops up to this website. You have to do some searching. I went to, Football 24 Early Access, Bugs Tracker, Competition Rules, Scheduling, USA Competition Specific Issues, Traded International Slots disappear after a week. All right. Not just a week. They're disappearing, period. There's a lot of bugs in here. And as you can tell, there are guys, see, like right here, SI staff. They are actively going through this. So that made me happy. I actually posted one on here, but I don't think it went through yet because I'm a new member. So we'll see what happens. All right, so there's that one. Here's this one here, major issue. All right, and he says, we're aware of this and looking into it. Thank you for flagging it to us. So they are aware, and I hope they fix it. So now that you know what the bug is, let's get into what in the world is going on. Okay, remember, I'm parching videos together as I'm playing, and I'm like, ooh, this would be a good video to make. So I'm making a quick snippet, and I had to edit them to keep them quick. But anyhow, you're aware that one of my players received a green card. Okay, Lewis Morgan. He now has domestic status. Okay. However, because of that, my players right here, international players at club, should have went down to 7. It did not. But what makes it even more interesting is if you count my international slots, I'm still at 8. But I have Carlos, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, this kid is also has American nationality, 5, 6, 7. I still have 8, and that's because I got junior. Okay, so you're like, oh, what bug is that? It never did go down to 7, is what I'm saying. Okay. And the international slots, when you trade for them, are not going up. All right, when I get done with my trades here, and I'm going to show you how to buy another international slot, they don't go up, okay? So to me, this is a game-ending bug. Yes, I could work around it. I mean, it's really, really frustrating to have to do. Where's my DP at? I'm trying to find my right here, okay? DPs have guaranteed contracts. DPs and your under 22 initiative contracts, and you register your squad. If you don't register them, they don't get waived. They're still on your team. They're just not registered. It's really complicated. Everybody else gets waived and they disappear. So there are workarounds, but I could also trade away some of my other foreign players, but I don't want to do that. I'm building my team around who's already here. The only player I have brought in that's an international player so far is Junior. And yes, he was on my team last year, and I'm going to have a transfer special and cover all that later, but I wanted to show you what this bug is and how freaking aggravating it truly is. All right, with that in mind, I want to just remind everybody that you want to continue to fill up your staff, replace your staff. You always want to ask the board for more staff constantly, and I will show you right now. I asked them for scouts. They denied it. I went in and argued with it, and they said, yep, we'll give you more. So I have 7 coaches. They automatically gave me 2 more. So I'm very excited. You could go board request here. You could do a board request here. Staff. All right now, see, I can't do anything else because I already asked for it. But, yeah, that's where you go. Always, always, always ask for more staff whenever it pops up, okay? Same thing with affiliate clubs, but I'm going to warn you, when you first take over a team in the MLS, you're not going to get an affiliate club right off the bat. Now, with the expansion team last year, that's different because they didn't have any already. All right, with that said, I'm going to cover staff and all the players on the next part of this episode, called Roster Ready. That way I'll be ready to hopefully get my squad and register them. All right, in the meantime, I'm going to show you a couple things. I always go through my planner religiously. I add youngsters on here or other players from my short list that are interested in coming here. And if you want to know how they're interested, you go to your short list. All right, I'm going to clear this one. Right here, interested in transfer. If you notice, Eddie Salcedo's on here, but he don't want to come play for me. Okay, so even if it doesn't have anything on here, it still will, if they're interested, it still pops up. All right, so that's really cool. Okay, back to the squad planner. Now, these two are, that's my goalkeeper and my backup, at least for now. I'll cover that here in another episode. This kid's going to be gone. He threw a hissy fit when I signed Roning, but I tell you what, man, he has a model citizen personality. I want him on the team. He's going to help with some of these younger kids, mentoring, and I'm very excited. All right, but Mercusi is throwing such a fit. Now, I don't like getting rid of American players, but I don't have much of a choice in this case because he's throwing a conniption fit. So he's probably going to get released. All right, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to sign this kid. Well, do a transfer offer. I don't know if it matters right here, but I always select very interested. And notice, if anything is in orange, it's going to be locked. Nothing's locked, so everything's negotiable. He wants to be the first choice goalkeeper, which is hilarious. Or the backup I meant to him. It's not going to happen. All right, we're going to offer. And for simplicity's sake, I already went through and I did some offers already just to test the waters to see what I could get away with. That way I'm showing you. The main thing is not to show you how to do this, but to show you how to do the contract. That was the main thing. So I'm trying to speed through here. All right, this one I think I put at 450. I always go 50 games. And I'll explain that in a second. This one here, you want to remove and exclude because you do not want to give any team more money than you have to. All right. It makes it 1.3 in total, but chances are he'll never hit this 50 game mark for me for a few years. So it's no big deal. Let's see if they'll take it. And they did. All right. Finalize that offer. Yes. I'm also going to release a player. Oh, where's he at? Right here. Conte. I've tried to get rid of him, and nobody wants him, so we're releasing him on a free. I'm going to release this dude on a free, and I'm releasing this dude on a free. Now, why am I releasing him on a free? Number one, when I first took over the game, all right, the team, Peter Stroud and Thompson were here. They brought them up from the academy and different teams in my the B team, I believe. I don't want them on the team. I don't want them. I mean, they're not bad little players, but I could get other Americans from my youth academy that are better than them. And they just signed a contract, so they don't want to leave. When I hired an intermediary, they said, you know, you're not going to have any luck because they don't want to leave. So the only way to do that is to release them. You want to release them before they become waivable. And I'll talk about all that later. Okay, now, the next player I want to sign, and it's important that we do so, is this guy. All right, these are locked in, so that means that I'm not going to get out of that. That's going to be in the contract, all right? We're going to make an offer. All right, I believe this was $625. I do believe, let me see here. Yeah, all right. And then this is 2.7 million. And once again, by doing it this way, you are going to pay more money overall. But the good thing is there's a chance that your club will offer to buy out a clause so you can save money in the long run. And clauses come out of your transfer budget, just so you know. When you buy out transfer clauses, I should say, it comes out of that. Okay, so we're going to do that. I'm going to go down to 600 and just see. I don't know. Yeah, they took it. All right, awesome. So the overall value is $6 million, which is fine. His release clause is 7. I'm not going to pay the $6 million anywhere, you know, but it is what it is. Okay, I wanted to finalize that. That's very important. Now, another thing I'm going to do is show you how to do a trade. Now, if you notice, there's one team that wants him. I could wait for them to submit a bid, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to force other teams to get interested in him. I'm going to talk to his agent to generate. we're desperate. Let's go ahead and just get rid of them. All right. And we're going to go ahead and click on this. There's no interest in that. There is interest in a player, but those clubs don't consider him a priority. So we're going to hit confirm. Okay. And then we're going to hit matches to speed this up a little bit. Now it's going to say, oh yeah. All right. I'm going to go back to the squad planner. I'm going to click on him again. We're going to go to status. All right. It will provide helpful depth and cover. That's still that one. All right. Hopefully it will pop up here. I don't know why it's doing that. It normally just pops up immediately, but you know, it's neither here nor there, so I can't do anything about it. All right, there's my guys that are leaving. Oh, that's why, because it didn't fully continue yet. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do it here, and now he should be wanted by all these clubs. We're going to go to status. Now, these guys down here want to loan him. I don't want to loan him. My whole point to trading him is getting an international slot and some money or a draft pick or something. But the international slot is paramount, okay? Also, now, if I had a team down here that was interested and you click on it and they want to offer me $10 million, yeah, I'll take it, you know, but you have to wait for them to submit a bid. This only works into forcing the team's hand in the MLS, okay? Now, you also want to look. If it says helpful depth and cover, they're not going to want to offer as much as those that would be a good fit. And once again, for tutorial's sake, I've already gone through each one of these teams. Orlando City will give me the best bet. So you click on them, you go to trade, and you want to offer the player. Now, his first name starts with S, so I'm going to type in S, and boom, he's the first S, so it's right there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and international slot, and then allocation money. Allocation money is $250,000, and once again, they've already gone through this. I'm going to hit 3 years for that, and boom, they accept. Everything's good. I make the offer. It goes through, and I'll show you another one where I'm going to work the system a little bit more. You know, call it cheating if you want to, but in real life, you got the general managers from each club are sitting down on a video chat with the league representative, and they're trying to hash this out. So it goes back and forth. All right, it's way different than it used to be. And that's how they do it now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start negotiations while that trade is going to be going through. Star player, I don't think so. Future prospect is more like it. I ain't worrying about that because I'm going to send him to that anyway, so that makes him happy. Okay, this is what I wanted to do is show you. This guy wants an under 22. I don't want to give him that. I want to give him a senior contract. So we're going to make him take a senior contract. And I will show you what that red hyphen means here, or red spot means in just a minute. I'm going to make this 45. And then I'm going to add a year. All right, I know he ain't going to be very happy, but he's going to take it. And then I'm going to hit submit. But, oh, wait, I can't. It's red. And it says right here, a budget adjustment's been required to make this salary. What that means is hope is not lost. I'll show you how to do that, but I haven't brought down any salaries yet either. I'm not going to do that just yet. But you click over here, and now you can use GAM or TAM to buy it down. I'm going to use TAM, and I'm going to hit suggest, and he's probably not going to take it. Yep, because he didn't want that 1 year. So I'm going to go back to senior. I'm going to go to 255. I'm going to increase this to 45, and I'm going to get my year. Optional contract extension by club. All right, once again, you got to go back over here. It's already set on TAM. I can use GAM, but I don't recommend it. I'd recommend TAM. Boom, he took it. So originally he wanted to under 22. We're giving him a senior and 1 year extension. And yes, I paid him $5,000 more a year than what initially, but I got that year, and that's what I want. We're going to finalize that deal. Exit talks. All right, this kid here, start negotiations. He wants to be a star player, and honestly, it doesn't matter. He's going to play almost every game for me anyway, but I just like to get it down as low as I can. That's just me. Okay, now he wants a DP contract. I can't avoid that. The difference between a senior, an under 22, and a DP contract is right here. Bonuses and clauses. You can only have these in a DP contract, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase this to 130 or 1.3 million. I'm going to decrease this to 100,000 and this to 100,000 also because I just don't want to pay that much. All right, this one here I'm going to leave alone, but I am removing this one. All right, unused substitute fee. I'm actually going to make that go up to 2,000. And I'll explain that in a minute. I actually want that at 4.5. I want the 1 year. 1 year extension. Note right here. Also, I'm going to give him an assist bonus just because it helps cushion his contract. Now let's see if he'll take it. Yep, he didn't take it because of that 1 year. All right. So what we're going to do is go down to 100. Go down to 100. We're going to increase this to 135. All right. This is going to be 4.5. This is getting removed. The assist bonus is staying the same. I'm going to get to 1 year. Actually, you know what? Let's give him 275 and see if he'll take it. All right, he took it. Great. So I offered him a little bit more money in order to reduce these. Signing on fees come directly out of my transfer budget. Agent fees come off the salary cap. It's included in the salary cap. That's why sometimes you're like, why is the salary cap higher for this player? And I'll show you that here in just a bit. I'm going to show you with Junior. All right. But I got the 1 year and I got rid of the clean sheet or the shutout bonus. I don't like having them. All right. I don't mind the unused substitute fee just because this player is either going to be on my starting 11 or he's going to be in reserve. So I don't care about that. I could have made that a lot higher and brought that down, but sometimes they get finicky. But the main thing is I got my 1 year. Okay. And if I try, I can't increase this because that's what was already set. All right. So we're going to finalize the deal. And he's going to be on a young DP contract, and I will explain the difference in that here in just a bit. Injured 4 to 7 days. That's fine. Why didn't my trade go through? There we go. Okay. It hasn't gone through completely yet, but if you notice, I'm going to show you my finances, league specific. All right, I'm at 8 international slots right here. My allocation money is 2.506. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to accept this. Oh my God, why is it going so slow now? I'm going to accept it. I'm going to hit inbox. It's going to go through, and I'll show you the money went up, but the international slot did not, and that's the bug that I'm talking about. So it's very, very, very aggravating. Okay, trade with Orlando completed. He is gone from the team. Finances, league specific. See, it went up 250,000. So that worked great. International slots did not. And that is the bug that I'm talking about. That is just, to me, it's unacceptable. All right, right here, 3 years. Sean Nellis is gone. He is no longer in my planner. He's gone. He's gone. So it's very aggravating. Okay, now I'm going to do one more trade. Corey Burke. Transfer status. All right, I'm going to discuss with the agent. We're desperate to get rid of him. Boom, boom, boom. Hire an intermediary, and they're going to tell me that there is interest in a player. All right, but you have to hit continue. And I'm going to have a bunch of other crap pop up. I have a feeling because that's to the point where I'm at. But you can force teams to take players. Once again, you want to make sure that they're going to be a good fit. You sons of bucks, man. They want Lewis Morgan because he don't take up an international slot now. Now, honestly, if it was a player I want to get rid of, I could really maneuver this and get what I want. I could probably get $1 million. I mean, there's no telling, but I'm rejecting because you're not going to take my player. I'm sorry. You're not going to do it. All right, where's he at? Corey Burke, he's wanted now. And he wasn't before by San Jose. Now, it would provide helpful depth and cover, but that's not going to keep us from offering a trade. We're just not going to be able to get as much. All right, now, I'm going to hit C. All right, there he is, Corey Burke. Okay. I believe I wanted draft allocations. Oh, wow. They don't have any international slots anymore, do they? That's really interesting. All right, well, we're going to do this anyway. We're going to get allocation money then. And we're going to go 500. All right, I'm going to ask the director of football now to suggest. All right, looks very generous from our point of view. All right. let's do it this way. We're going to go 2026 first round pick. All right, we're going to go ahead and make this even more. They're going to reject it. Yeah, I figured. Sometimes that does not work. All right, we're going to withdraw the offer. And I'm very mad because they got rid of their international slot already. Damn. Why did they do that? That was the whole point of this, was getting my international slot. All right, I'm going to go second round pick, and I'm going to go allocation money. We're going to ask for $500,000, and we're going to make the offer. And they'll come back with what they want. Or they'll just outright reject it. That threw me for a loop because their international slot's always been there. That explains... That explains it. Busio. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, well. It got rejected, so that's fine. We're just going to go right back into it. We're going to try it again. All right, we're going to keep second round pick, and we're going to go 250 because that's what it was. All right, they took that. All right, that's fine. Although I really, truly wanted, you know what? Let's goad them into more money just for giving away your slot already, damn it. They had a slot, and I was going to get it, and they got rid of it. So that is what it is. It happens a lot. All right, draft allocation. We're going to go 250. All right, that's the second round pick, and then I don't want that. I want a second round pick. We're going to see. All right, they negotiated it. That's okay. Huh. You know what? Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind that. No. Yep, third round pick is fine. All right, we're going to suggest it. See what happened? They come back with, they want, if I wanted both of them, they're going to say, hey, we want that instead. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind that. So that's good. Okay, now I'm also going to show you how to get another international slot from Chicago. Okay, I'm going to go to transfer, trade, international slot. I'm just going to go 1 year. Allocation money, we're going to go 100. I'm going to go 2 years and see what happens. If they reject it, they reject it. All right, they negotiated it. They want my third round pick for 2 years. And you know what? Not my first draft. All right, not my first draft. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to 200. Ah, 200, and I'm going to go 2 years and see if they take it. Yeah, they did. Okay, that's fine. Now, not this year, but in future years, I would trade my draft picks. But this is my first draft, and I want my players. Okay, here we go with this. Injured. Oh, my goodness, I need more physios. Okay, we're going to hit continue. All right, San Jose, accept. Them, accept. And that's why I love getting allocation money from other teams. So basically, all right, it was completed. So basically, I got $250,000 allocation money and another draft pick. All right, and then with Chicago, I actually still kept $50,000 allocation and got another slot. But once again, they are not increasing. See, I should have 11 right now, and I do not. So that's why I'm complaining, and I really, really want this kid, Busio. All right, but I don't know if I'm going to get him or not. I don't know. They want like $5 million up front, and I would have to really redo my payroll. And I mean, it's possible I could go in here and adjust it big time. I mean, I'm still good. Next year's payroll is 11.79, so I'm still good, and I could sign him that way. But I have other players I'm wanting to get, so I don't know if I'll do that or not. But anyway, I just wanted to show you how to do some transfers, how to do a trade, how to release players. All right, the next episode is going to cover my finalized roster, and I'll explain all that when I get there. I wanted to show you Junior. I forgot about that right here. Cap impact. His salary is $239, but his cap impact is $600. The reason for that is because of agent fees. All right, he wanted, I don't know, $400,000 agent fee or something crazy like that. So that's why that cap impact is higher. So you have to pay attention to that. Same thing with Ronnie. notice the players that I brought in, their cap impact is more than what their salary is. All right. This guy here, it was bought down to 150, so that's pretty much good, and I can't buy him down anymore, I don't believe. Buy down, it won't let me. Yep. Oh, it does. Okay, cool. I'll cover that in another episode too. I didn't know if it would or not. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode. Smash that like button, please. Other people want to see this video and get help on the MLS, and I'm doing a good job, I hope. I might talk a little too much. I'm sorry about that, but the information's good. Go ahead and leave me a comment. Ask some questions. I love replying and helping people. And then subscribe if you want more videos. So until the next episode, thanks for watching, and have a good day.